Good afternoon. It is Thursday, the 18th of February. I am back in the Reading Nook. It's a bright, slightly chilly, breezy day, but the weather's good enough to be out here and opening a parcel or two. So here we go. Got a larger parcel here. Let's get this one open and find out what's in it. Okay, quick slice with a knife just to get through the sellotape. There we go, it's gonna come away easily enough. And we have a package in here. I don't quite know what this is. Battlelords. Okay. I think. Okay, Battlelords of the 23rd century. Is it 23rd century? Yeah, 23rd century. Battlelords of the 23rd century is a science fiction role-playing game where players can assume the role of mercenaries, misfits, soldiers, spies, pirates and heroes adventuring in a war-torn universe. By the year 2282, humanity has spread among the stars and joined the alliance of allied species. The alliance is composed of over a dozen species who pool resources and technology to expand across the galaxies and defend themselves against the threat of galactic war with the hostile Aknarin. The Aknarin, who are more commonly called the Arachnids, have destroyed worlds and decimated populations as they advance into Alliance territory. More recently, the Alliance has been faced with a new threat that is even more insidious than that of the Arachnids. The shape-shifting nanite swarms of the Atlanteans, which are capable of devouring entire cities. Many member species of the Alliance have long-standing rivalries, conflicting agendas, and a few have even gone to war with each other in the past. However, each species brings something unique to the coalition, but all must overcome their bias and speciesism if they are to cooperatively achieve their goal of survival. In the midst of it all, the mega corporations run the show from behind the scenes and cash in every chance they get. If you're not living in a colony town on some backwater world on the frontier, you're probably working for a megacorp for a long-term contract. They own and run nearly everything, including you, for as long as you're under a contract. Against the backdrop of war, you can take the fight to the Arachnids as soldiers of the Galactic Armed Forces. Become a hired gun, work as a corporate mercenary, explore the universe, discovering new species and relics of past civilizations. Protect the bottom line of your company as you engage in corporate espionage or research the hidden threat the Atlanteans pose to the Alliance working as a spy. Maybe plunder is more your style. There's always room for another pirate out on the frontier. The possibilities are limitless, as limitless as the universe. Okay, lock and load, private. Bring your extra pulse mags and your sense of humour. You'll need both. Battlelords of the 23rd century is a complete, self-contained role-playing game. All you need besides this book are some gaming dice. So this is published by 23rd Century Productions, and it uses the 150 system. So there we go. That's the logo on the back. And yeah, this is quite a solid book. Opening up, it's full colour. So basically, you've got a couple of nice pieces of artwork there. Sorry, there's a cat moving over there. Just one of these various outdoor cats that we are quite friendly towards because we like cats. Essentially, it begins over here. So you've got what is Battlelords game overview, the chapter 1, and it's a futuristic role-playing game designed to simulate the life of explorers and combatants in the not-too-distant future. Basically, playground is the Milky Way galaxy, and the system is designed to provide a gaming environment with a mixture of role-playing and combat action. So you really, essentially, if you start here, if you have a look, it's quite a heavy book. So bear with me. You've really got an introduction here, and this over here you have essentially what makes the Battlelords universe, which I quite like. And basically, it's nice and upfront about what the game is and what it's about. And then we delve into a lengthy history, timeline, and then we're on to like a species guide. So there we go. Some really nice, sort of nice artwork here. Decent descriptions of the various species. So you've got like the Scissorak or cat-like species there. Let's just move my hand. So you can see basically this is quite a solid book, and it's quite a handful to manipulate there. So yeah, basically, so each of these you've got a physical description, history, basic social organisation, education and politics, so basically a good description. And you've got multiple different species, so there is an element of anthropomorphism here, with, for example, again, you already have the Scissorak, which are cat-like, and you have the Thot, who are rabbit-like. You know, there's, again, they carry that through to the next piece of artwork, which, you know, basically sort of kind of verges on a little bit of anime-esque, I think. And I mean, not the Big Eye style, but I mean, you know, that kind of anthropomorphism. General humans, basically with genetic modifications. I mean, basically, yeah, bat frogs, or called keen. No, I said a lot in here. Okay, you can even play a blob or a squishy, puddle, or snot. I like the fact that each species has its own nickname. Has a set of nicknames which people call them. So the Mazians. Okay, yeah, you can play puddles of goo with tentacles, or pseudopods if you like. Yeah, and you've got the equivalent of sort of like the brains or the greys. There, I mean, that's just on the first briefing. They're not necessarily going to be exactly like that. But again, all the way through, it's decent layout, decent artwork. I'm quite like the look of this. I mean, let's have a look. Yeah. So numerous different races to play. You've got insectoids as well. I was just going through the. You can just see. I've only gone through the first few pages. And, you know, I don't know anything else about the game. It's going onto the review pile. Yeah, multiple different races you can play. It's essentially stats are point based on percentile scale. And you have basically character generation, body points, skill points, and so on. You're playing with occupation tables. So let's just check. The process is. We've got about so far. You know, about 22 steps to create characters. I mean, they're not necessarily big steps. You know, they go from from choosing the species up to sort of like determining your character's rank in the galactic military services, and then black marks on your career so far. And then you roll on the character, or basically on the character occupation table. Basically the one that best fits the character. So yeah, this is Battlelords of the 23rd century. We go on to extensive equipment and weapons tables. So, you know, illustrations of guns. Illustrations of guns are always fun. You know, one of the things about illustrations of guns is they help capture the kind of the feel for the game. You know, and there's player will go, okay, my character's using this gun, and if you know what the gun looks like, well, I mean, it's not particularly important necessarily, but you get an idea about the character, what gun they've got. If they other people know what it looks like, it adds sort of like a bit of incidental detail and flavour to the character or the NPC. So it's always, when I do work on Call of Cthulhu, I arm NPCs with specific guns. You know, what would be appropriate for them to have. Yes, they could just have a 38 revolver, but let's give them, you know, a Smith & Wesson MP 38 revolver. And it's just an little extra detail that adds character and flavour. So an extensive list of weapons and cybernetics. So yeah, you've got quite a lot of information here. Then we go on to vehicles, and obviously, you know, right up to ultra armor or Humpty descriptions, and I'm going to see why they're called Humpties just from that. I mean, this is fantastic artwork all the way through. So yeah, spacecraft as well. So yeah, basically, more spacecraft art. You know, again, the same thing with the weapons. You know, spacecraft. What's my spacecraft look like? It's a merchant. There aren't necessarily a lot of illustrations, but again, what we've got in here. So a Bohemian class yacht. So what I like about that is, okay, it's just a double page spread. And that's really nicely done. Stats, image, deck plans, and you've got an idea of what the spaceship it looks like, and then sort of some idea, and then an idea essentially what the internal layout is. And it does this for things like Bain class personal war cruiser, Freischala infiltrator war scout, and so on. Savior class rescue scout. Rescue cutter, and that, I mean these are all, you know, essentially really great great spaceships and so on. Yeah, I'm quite impressed by this. And then goes on to the Matrix, basically, which is being able to draw power from the environment and the extra dimensions. So essentially, you've kind of got like psionics and different powers and stuff like that, sort of. I mean, that's without digging too deeply into the game, and literally just upon a first pass through the book. All the way down to, you've got discussion of hostile alien life forms. Go. Then we'll basically dive into the Battlelords universe, explaining who the Alliance is and technology levels, and exploring it in some depth. Bit of a change of artwork style there, but I like that. That's quite a nice piece. You've got a cross section of different types of potential NPC or player character there. You can see the player characters as that. Trade, travel, communication. I mean, little details like that always help. What's the great piece of entertainment that people are enjoying right now? I mean, elements like that always add colour. Okay, pirate clans, piracy, salvage, teams, threats like the Atlanteans, Uncle Ernie Freiberg and the anarchist rebellion movement rebels, other threats and so on, are also covered here at the end of the book. And then at last we have basically themes of the campaigns, things like overcoming racism and stereotypes, dealing with runaway capitalism, and so on. And you get that's a nice inclusion. Then we go on to sort of like running campaigns and types of campaigns here at the end, with example characters, which the players could choose. So then we have basically a mercenary team, which you could stat up. And then we go on to mercenaries, spacefaring campaigns, and they come with skill packages and so on, running adventures, and basically just standard kind of advice that you would expect for the game master. And then you have Thunderbirds and Energy Weapons, a last adventure. So this hefty book, I think basically everything you need to get started in the Battlelords of the 23rd century. I'm quite impressed by that, by how comprehensive it is, decent artwork, and it takes the time. I think basically the thing is sort of like, okay, yes, we're a science fiction game, but here's what we're about. It explains itself, and I think that's a nice touch. So yes, Battlelords of the 23rd century. I will be doing a review of this at some point soon. It will be getting onto my review pile. We've got quite a couple of big books there already, but this is just another one I've got to read. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching another unboxing in the Nook. If you've enjoyed this, please click the like button. If you have got something to say, then please do respond in the comments below. I take the time to read those. Do respond. And lastly, if you've enjoyed this, you want to see me do more of these, then please do subscribe. Again, thank you very much for watching another unboxing in the Nook. I will be back very soon. Bye for now. Hello? You want to come say hello? Wow. Yes, I know, I've been naughty, I've been talking to other cats. Yes. I'm sure you've got some food. Oh, for fuck's sake, I've still got this thing. Okay.